Hello and welcome to Real Estate Doors audio newsletter. I'm Peter Kenney, president, broker, and realtor of Real Estate Door. Today we'll be talking about market fluctuations and purchasing a right home quickly for the right price, and then dealing with home inspection issues. Let's get started today with the market. Should you worry about market fluctuations? You turn on the television and watch a news story about housing prices going down. Then you receive a flyer in the mail about property around the corner that sold for a decent price. Next, you read a newsletter article about the housing market and on the upswing again. It's a little like being on a roller coaster ride. Unfortunately, the ride isn't much fun if you're thinking about buying or selling a home. In fact, it can be very confusing and frustrating. You don't know if now is the right time to make a move. In reality, the housing market has been fluctuating for decades, yet people sell their homes every day for good prices, and just as many people get into their next dream homes affordably. When you hear the news of market fluctuations, there are two important things to consider. First of all, a lot of media information about the housing market is national, or at least regional. If the housing market is trending up or down nationally, remember that it doesn't necessarily mean that your local market is doing the same. In fact, it's entirely possible for housing prices to be rising in your neighborhood while they're falling nationally, and vice versa. Secondly, if you're selling a current property while buying another home, then the net effect of market fluctuations may cancel out. Say, for example, that the local market is on the upswing. You'll probably be able to sell your current home for a good price. However, the home you purchase will likely also be priced to reflect the upswing. The same holds true when the market is down. All that being said, there are some circumstances in which you need to consider market fluctuations when deciding whether or not to make a move. A good realtor will help. Home shopping and four-legged stools. What kind of stool is most likely to keep from toppling over when you sit on it? Of course, two-legged stools won't even stand on their own. Three-legged stools are okay, but still unstable. Four-legged stools are rock solid. What does that have to do with shopping for a new home? Well, if you want to find that right home quickly for the best price, you need to have four things in place. The four legs on the stool. They will help ensure the experience goes smoothly. The first leg is your wish list. You need to have a clear picture of what type of home you want. A bungalow or a two-story? How many bedrooms? A large deck? Don't forget about the neighborhood. Need to be close to major highways for the ease of commuting? Need good schools and playgrounds within walking distance? The second leg is a pre-approval mortgage. Getting the financing handled up front will take the guesswork out of what you can afford. Sellers and realtors are more likely to take your offer more seriously, too. The third leg is realistic expectations. Of homes that sell, 99% sell at or near their current market value. That doesn't mean you can't find a good deal. It does mean that you're unlikely to find a steal. Fortunately, there are likely several wonderful properties available within your price range. The final leg of the stool is a great realtor. Choosing the right real estate professional is critical to making your home shopping experience less stressful and more productive. So when you're hunting for a new home, make sure you start with a stable four-legged stool. It will dramatically increase your chances of finding a home that fits your needs and budget. Dealing with home inspection issues. As you know, it's common to include home inspection as a condition of an offer you make. It protects you from issues that might not otherwise be seen during a typical viewing. What do you do when a home inspector finds something wrong? The inspector might find a leak in a foundation or windows that are old, drafty, and need replacing. Must you pass on a property that you otherwise like? Not necessarily. Just because a home inspector discovered a deficiency doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't purchase the home. You should, however, bring the issue up to the seller. The realtor will do that on your behalf and look after your interests. In most circumstances, your realtor will be able to negotiate an agreement that is satisfactory to everyone involved. This will usually be in the form of a reduction in the sale price to cover some or all of the cost to repair, or a requirement to have the seller get the repairs done before you move in. So don't worry if the inspector finds something wrong. Chances are you will. Chances are you can still get the home and have any issues dealt to your satisfaction. As summer unfolds, many people make plans for special gatherings. The more people gather, the more they talk. Eventually, they often wind up talking about where the real estate market is today and where it is likely heading. If you would like to know more about how things are shaping up for this summer in the fall markets, give us a call. You never know when the next real estate opportunity will present itself. If you have any family or friends who need some expert real estate advice, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We're here to help. Thanks for joining me in this edition of the Real Estate Door audio newsletter. Reach out to us anytime at 781-499-6225. That's 781-499-6225. Or click on over to realestatedoor.com. That's realestatedoor.com. I'll see you next time. This is Peter Kenney signing off.